I'm at Sydney International Airport to fly Qantas Business Class on the Kangaroo Route to London via Singapore. Business Class had dedicated check-in desks, but there was about a 20-minute queue. After that, there was a fast-track lane for business class passengers to clear immigration and security. Then a couple of minutes walk got me to the Qantas Business Class lounge. It was very busy and I struggled to find a seat. There was a basic offering of food and drink, much like the BA Galleries lounges at London. The gate wasn't far from the lounge. Priority boarding for first and business class passengers started shortly after I got to the gate. The flight was on an Airbus A380-800 aircraft, registration VH-OQJ. It was 12 years old. Business class was on the upper deck across the front two cabins. Seating was configured in a staggered 1-2-1 layout, with each seat having direct aisle access. I was in the smaller front cabin in seat 13A. The seat was 23 inches wide and could recline to form a flatbed 80 inches long. Beside the seat was a fixed table and plenty of locker space next to the window. There was a power socket and USB beside the seat. The amenity kit included socks and an eye mask, earplugs, creams and lip balm, and a toothbrush and small toothpaste. Beside the seat there was also a controller for the entertainment system. There was plenty of legroom in front of the seat. Pre-departure there was the standard offer of water or champagne, although no top-ups, unlike first class. In the locker was a mattress cover and blanket. We started to push back on time as the safety video played.
Welcome to Longreach in central Queensland.
From the terminal, it was a short taxi to take off from runway 19 right. The entertainment system featured a tail cam so you could watch the takeoff. The flight was scheduled to take 8 hours to get to Singapore, followed by a 90-minute layover and then a 14-hour flight on to London. Noise-cancelling headphones were provided for the entertainment system. This featured a range of movies and lots of TV box sets. I started rewatching Game of Thrones from the start. The blanket was of good quality and nice and soft. Shortly after takeoff, the drinks trolley came by. And then it was on to the first meal service. There was a choice for each of the 3 courses. The table slid out from beside the seat and could be adjusted forward and back. A side salad and some bread were served to get started. For the starter, I chose the gnocchi, which was a new addition not on the printed menu. It was very tasty. For main course, I chose the beef fillet. It was a little tough, but perfectly acceptable. If you're enjoying the review, please do subscribe and enable notifications. For dessert, I chose a vanilla mousse, which again was very good. Alongside a glass of sticky dessert wine and a couple of chocolates. At the very front of the aircraft was a lounge bar shared by first class and business class. It had a number of booths, each with a call bell to order drinks. Power sockets were also available below the tables. At the rear of each cabin were 2 bathrooms, 4 in total. They were fairly snug in size, but well maintained throughout the flight. After takeoff, hand wash and cream were laid out. After a few more episodes of Game of Thrones, it was time for some more food. I chose the pumpkin and goat's cheese quiche, which was nice and light. We landed in Singapore just after 10 PM local time, after a 7.5 hour flight. We deplaned quickly to head to the lounge. There was plenty of space. After a bit of a delay at the gate, it was back onto the plane and seat 13A again. Pre-departure champagne was served again. And pyjamas were handed out. These were lovely and soft. After takeoff, I skipped the offer of yet another meal and reclined the seat to a bed. It was very comfortable and I got a few hours sleep. Mid-flight snacks were available. A very nice crew member was concerned that I hadn't had dinner, so recommended the chicken meatballs. They were a perfect midnight snack. After a bit more snoozing and more Game of Thrones, it was time for breakfast. I was really impressed with the breakfast. The scrambled eggs were perfect. As was the toast and marmalade. Then entertainment was paused whilst we got to watch a video about the e-gate procedure at Heathrow. Finally, after almost 24 hours of travel, the seatbelt sign came on for landing. We came in to land on the northerly runway 27 right. We landed about 50 minutes behind schedule. From the runway, it was a short taxi across the airfield to our gate at Terminal 3. If you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe for future reviews. And let me know what you thought in the comments below.